What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. All right. This is going to be a very controversial topic today, but we're going to talk about polygamy. Okay. And I'm going to come at it from a different perspective. All right. Hear me out. And I know before I do it, I know most ladies going to be like, hell no, absolutely not. Not me, not for me, not doing it. No way. Hell no. One woman, man. One man, woman. Ain't doing it no freaking way. It's an abomination. Never, ever, never, ever, never. Right? I understand that. And it's okay to have that view. But let me try to tackle this from a different perspective. And I also want y'all perspective. So in the comment section, if you feel what I'm saying, let me hear what you think about it. If not, let me hear what you think about it. I really want the ladies to chime in. We already know what the men gonna say. They all for it. I'm sure you ladies have probably rarely found a man that wouldn't be for polygamy. Of course they would be, right? But I want to make this case, and I want to make it like if I'm a lawyer, right? And I had to take this to court and try to justify it or somewhat. Let me see if I'm gonna do my best, and don't jump down my throat. I'm coming at this from a different perspective to see what you guys would think. Okay. So polygamy. The system of polygamy. The system of polygamy is actually the oldest form of the family unit, and it is the original form of the family unit. Okay. Now we're talking about nature. We're not talking about religion. We're not talking about man-made family structures that we created through our own, imagination. I'm talking about how we as humans have been living for 99.99% of our existence, right? And why it works and why it should be something that some females, some women should consider. And let me tell you why. A lot of women have a misconception of polygamy because they see the polygamy in like Utah, like the European version of polygamy. The European version of polygamy is damn near slavery. That's what that is. It's pretty much slavery. You've seen the video, the shows on Lifetime and all that, Big Love, and I think it was like there was one. It was like 5 of them or something. Like their system, the way they do it is completely different from the way we did it. Our Africans did it, right? Because the power in polygamy for the European is in the man. The man is the power. Okay, he controls these women, tells them what to do, blah blah blah, right? But in a lot of polygamous societies, the ones that practice it the traditional way, it's really the woman that encourages the husband to get a second wife. Because economically speaking, it's beneficial. Okay? So if you're a wife and you think about this family unit, you got one man, one woman. One man can only do but so much, and one woman can only do but so much, right? So if I have a bunch of land and I want to farm this land, and the goal is to have children, because children are actually the wealth. Children are wealth. The point of life is to create more life, right? So that is your measurement of wealth should be how many children you have, basically. The first monetary value is how many children can you have, because as many children as you have, that's more people to hunt, that's more people to grow crops, that's more people to weave and to make items, to grow society. That's the whole point, right? Life. So if you're in Africa, a lot of tribes, not all, okay, because there's different styles of polygamy, whatever, but for the most part, the main version is a woman will take charge. They're like, hey, go get me another wife. Sometimes the husband is reluctant, because as men, men don't like to deal with more than one woman. Honestly, to be honest, we don't, not at a time, because we have to deal with your emotions-based decision-making and personality. We know that. That is what you guys do. Men, we compartmentalize our thoughts. We're not as emotional, but we are sensitive. We are sensitive. We're very emotionally sensitive creatures, but we hide it because we're men. But women, they don't let it out, and it can be vicious. Okay? So we tend not to even want to handle more than one at a time anyway. Okay? So some men are very reluctant to do it, but the wife can force that man to do it. Okay? So he may have 2 wives, right? So what can you do as a woman You can have another wife. That wife is going to help you around the house. It's going to make your job easier. She also gets to have a institution herself she becomes part of. And now she has a sister wife that's going to help her do the things she wants to do. Right. And then if both these two wives have businesses, then that's another income in the family. So you can have the husband who goes out, he works, he breaks, he works hard, he brings home the money. He takes care of both of these women. Now the male, for this to work, the male has to be financially able to do this. Okay. But so the male goes out, he works, he takes care of both of the women. In turn, the women operate the house. They operate their markets, their businesses, and the extra woman brings income into the house. So now, instead of that house struggling like it was before, now it has an infusion of daily money or weekly or money. Now that family doesn't have to pay for daycare because there's a woman there who can watch all the children. So now that's money back into the family. So if a good responsible husband, if he elevates his women that he's married, he elevates his wives and he uplifts them and he helps start their businesses, he helps start whatever they want to pursue, it makes it easier for them to do it because there's just more money in the house. There's more money for food. There's more money for a lot of things, right? And when it comes to sex, a man can only have sex with one woman. He has one tool, all right? It's only going to go in and out of one door at a time, okay? And a lot of people misconstrue that polygamy is some sort of orgy where a man gets to just, do this and do that. That's not what polygamy is about, okay? That's not what this family structure is about. It's about economic power. Economic power, okay? So imagine this. A lot of you women nowadays, and let's be truthful, a lot of you women are already sharing your man. Your man already has a side piece. You may not know it, but he does. He has one. He has a side piece. He may have a couple side pieces. So you're already sharing your man with other women. But guess what? You're not benefiting from it. You're not controlling it. You don't know when it happens. And you don't know who it is. And a lot of you women who are the side piece, you clearly don't mind sharing a man with another woman because you're doing it actively. You know that man has a wife he going home to, but you don't care the way you see it. You're borrowing him, right? He may take you out somewhere. He may buy you some stuff. But are you the side piece? Are you getting the full package? No, you're not. No, you're just a toy, right? So you're a toy. And then the main person thinks that her husband doesn't have a side piece and she doesn't benefit from you, right? So you already have this polygamous system being set up, but no one's benefit. The only person benefiting is the man, right? But in a true to form polygamous relationship, you're in charge. The woman's in charge of that. Okay? Completely. Why not be in charge? Why not benefit from it? If sex is the sole reason why you wouldn't do it, because you're jealous because you don't want your man to have sex with somebody else, well, you're going to be jealous anyway because he's going to do it. If you think, and yeah, there are a lot of men out here who are one woman men. They won't cheat, but there's a lot of them who will. They just don't get caught because they're smart. Just like a lot of you women out here, you cheat and you don't get caught. There's been plenty of studies that say that most relationships, the partner either steps out 1 or 2 times throughout the relationship. It just happens because we as human beings, despite any man-made moral guidelines we created through religion, we are not actually meant to just be monogamous. We've never been monogamous. Take your emotions out, look through history, and you see that we've been setting up systems to bypass monogamy. Okay, like not so long ago, brothels were a legal thing. They used to have a whole term called mistress. So you had your wife and you had your mistress. So you had your wife who took care of you, took care of the kid. You had your mistress that the man went and played with. Then we got tired of the mistress. He went to the brothel and got himself a prostitute. Right? Took care of all his needs. He went back to the wife, and then the wife didn't have to deal with his crap. Right? That's just what it is. Men, we are by DNA, by design, by nature, we are meant to recreate as much as possible. That's why men will forever do it. We just will. There's nothing a woman can do to stop men from doing it, no matter how much you dislike it. Because that's what we're meant to do. All right. So think about the structure. Look at lion. Look at the lion pride. Okay, and it's not too far fetched to think that maybe as Africans we might have learned from animals, and we learned a lot of things from animals, right? Look how that one or two males will be. Their job is to do what? Protect the pride. Protect the pride, right? The women, what do? Everything else. They go to the grocery store and they grocery shop. Elk, impala, wildebeest, and various other grocery store items, right? And they bring it home. Yeah, sometimes the male's a little selfish and he likes to eat first, but that he's the man. He does that, right? But look at the unit. They all have children. They're all protected. They all work together as one, and they benefit wholeheartedly because of it. Look at elephant prides. Who's in charge? It's the female elephant. The male elephant whole purpose is just to make the male. He gets hot and bothered once, twice a year. He impregnates the females, but then the female will run that herd, right? They run that herd. Look at deer. The male, they go along, they bang a bunch of deer in their little deer, circle, and the male protects the deer, and the deer have babies, and they prosper throughout life. Their own economy. Okay, so if you're sitting back with your man and y'all both struggling, but your man got a side piece, right? I bet you that side piece, I bet you she do her, huh? I bet you she knows something. She know how to do something. And his other side piece, she got a real good job, right? And you got a good job. Imagine if all four of y'all, instead of being deceitful, instead of the two side pieces being deceitful, imagine if y'all literally all work together. If you just eliminate the jealousy portion, you would have a unit of, let's say, if it's three side pieces, two side pieces and you, that's three, and him. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 people in a unit. 4 incomes. Four people who can benefit each other. If you were to work together, you would have to work together. You have to find like-minded people. Imagine if you can find you, 2 or 3 of your homegirls. Y'all go out and find yourself a man who can take care of all y'all, take care of all your needs, put y'all all up in houses, pay all y'all bills, and you can do whatever you want. You and your homegirls. And the only thing he has to do is when it's come time to take care of business at night, y'all just go ahead and who got who on what day. All right, and then y'all, you get your needs taken care of. You have your children. As long as he take care of that business, y'all three, all your squad is making it. Y'all winning that. And if you need to go out and find yourself a beta male, go right ahead. You don't have to go get the most. He don't got to be, the Rock or nothing like. He could be a beta male, somebody who is susceptible to being told what to do by females, but will go out here and work hard and worship the shit out of all of y'all. Hey, you could do that. And I don't see why it should be so difficult to think about because, black women accept other alternative lifestyles wholeheartedly. A lot. Now, not all. I always got to say not all because I can't generalize every single person. I can't speak for every single person. But in general, black women really loved gay men. They really loved, what do you call those people who dress up? They're men, but they dress like women. Not transvestites. I don't even know if the word transvestite is actually an appropriate word, actually. But, I don't know if that's a vulgar word, but I don't think it is, but I'm not sure. But y'all really love those drag queens. There you go. Drag queens. Y'all love them. I see y'all watch the shows. Y'all into it because y'all like how they express themselves and how they do what they do. Y'all watch the shows on YouTube. That is the main audience of drag queens are black women because y'all absolutely love them. They're the safe man that you could be around that's fun, that's not trying to get in your pants. Okay? That's why y'all like gay men because they're exuberant and it's fun. They be your girlfriends. You love watching them do hair and talk gossip. Y'all accept that alternative and y'all accept that as okay. Right? That's okay to you. But the more natural institution of polygamy, y'all like, hell no. No. That's not natural. Never do. Nah, I ain't doing that. It's crazy. That's more. That's woman that you no. Just this absolute not error code. Right? That's not so how is it that you can accept LGBT, drag queens. You can love all these things, but you can't, in the same vein, accept polygamous lifestyles and understand that there's a benefit to polygamous lifestyle if you just can get over the jealousy of the sex and the attention, because women love attention. Women crave attention, period. It's their thing. Men like attention too. We like to look as tough and strong as possible so you can see us as badass and you would like us. Women like to be the most desirable as possible so we can see you guys as beautiful and exotic, and we want to be all over you. That's just nature. That's the way it is, okay? So just think about how you could actually empower yourself through the polygamous lifestyle. And of course, it's not for everybody. It's only for the people who can handle sharing a man, who can handle sharing attention. But the benefits you can actually get out of it can pull you out of poverty. It can put you in the middle class. It can make you rich. Like when you look at Polite, right? Everybody looks at Polite. He's one of the OGs out here. A lot of people get on him because he has several wives, right? But if you listen to what he's saying, right? He empowers his women. His women all have businesses. His women are riding around in nice cars. His women and his kids have nothing to worry about financially. Why? Because as a unit, they're working together. And it's because they were able to get over the jealousy issue, which is just an emotion. It's an emotion that you feel and then not act upon. It's an emotion you can understand and get over. It's an emotion that you can learn about and get rid of with proper thought. So it's an option. So, I want you guys to tell me what you think about it. Tell me if you think this is a viable solution to some of you guys' problems. Because it is. I mean, you're already in a polygamous relationship. A lot of you, and you know it too. And a lot of you women who say you would never do this, and this is true. There's a lot of women who say they would never do this, but they can't even keep one man. Or the man they do have is chronically cheating on them, and they know it. And they tolerate it because they don't want to be by themselves. Okay, so instead of being a victim of the system, why not control the system and take charge and be the boss? So this is just my case for polygamy. I'm just throwing this out there. Do not bite my head off in the comment section. All right, I'm just throwing it out there like this. All right, so that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to wait for y'all and let's talk about this. All right, so that's all I got to say. I'm out. Learn something, teach something. This Afro Think Tank. Peace.